Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Astro Tarot deck. Alright, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading just to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot as to what the energies are like around my Star Fam. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, not to worry. Feel free to look through my video library. I have got plenty of other readings. I'm sure you'll find something that resonates with your situation. Okay, all right. Let's see what is going on with the Star Fam. Okay. So the first couple of cards out are Three of Wands and the Five of Swords. Okay. So this feels like negotiations. All right, the Three of Wands is about looking towards your future, waiting for your ships to come in. Could also be making the first move, as in, setting out on your journey, the first steps out on a journey. But definitely you're looking to your future. Again, and either that could be waiting for something to manifest, waiting for your ships to come in. As you can see, you've got some little ships dotted in the background. As well as it could, again, as I mentioned, be your first steps out. With the Five of Swords, this is usually a card about negotiations, or it could be a card about outwitting someone. As you can see, this person here, they have won the situation because these other two figures in the back have basically thrown down their swords. So to me, this doesn't feel like an argument where, they actually cross swords. This felt more like, like they decided to do trial by riddles or something. You know what I mean? There's like a sense of somebody outsmarting somebody or outwitting someone, as well as it could be negotiations that have won, that you have won. So it could be that you're looking forward to your ships coming in. You're waiting for the arrival of something. See if we can get a little bit more context. I mean, the Five of Swords could also be lies, gossip. But yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more context as to exactly what's happening. Feels like you're kind of waiting for an answer. Either that, or it kind of feels like you're about to take matters into your own hands. I'm a little bit concerned here because we've got this one figure here in the Three of Wands, and it looks like this is the same figure out here having to walk away. So not sure how those negotiations are going to go if that is the case. Feels like there might have been some disappointment. There might have been a setback. Might have been a delay. Or not, because the next card out we've got is the Sun. Now, the Sun is the happiest, most positive card in the tarot. It's a major arcana card. I believe it is the card of Leo. Because Leo being ruled by the Sun. This could also be about children, but it's usually about happiness. Happiness, joy. It could also be summer, something happening in the summer months. But this is usually a very positive card. So maybe it turns out that whatever setback ended up being a blessing in disguise. Everything ends up working out for the best. Almost like you being redirected from the situation ends up being a blessing in disguise. You know? It's the kind of situation where if you were going to be burned, it's a good thing to be burned early on in this relationship with this person, as opposed to really investing with them and then only to have them fool you later on and down the line. So I kind of feel like this is kind of literally a case where rejection is God's protection. You know what I mean? But this is something that you had been looking forward to. So I understand the disappointment, but just know that everything's going to work out for the best. We then have the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is about a heavy burden, bearing a heavy burden. But this is temporary, because even though this person is carrying this heavy load, you know, at the moment, it is a burden, but once he gets home with it, then his burdens become his blessings. You know what I mean? So again, this kind of feels like this disappointment, this redirection, this falling out, whatever it was, how it ends up being for the best. You know what I mean? I feel like some of you could be moving, because we've got a couple of cards indicating that there might have been a move. I just kind of feel like whatever this situation was that you were really hoping on, and the fact that it didn't work out actually is going to work out for the better for you, for whatever reason. I mean, for example, if it is like negotiations for a house or something, you know, the fact that whatever, you know, if that negotiations fell through with the house, it could be a situation where, you know, even though you really wanted to buy this place, it turns out that, you know, there are a lot of hidden problems with it, and, you know, it turns out the house is, you know, it needs a lot more work than was originally presented. You know what I mean? Or something like that, where had you gotten into this contract, nothing good would have happened from it. Which is why I kind of feel like this, whatever disappointment this was, is for the better. That's why the sun is coming out. Okay, so for those of you who are going through a situation right now where you're feeling like any disappointment because maybe contract fell through, whether this is for a job, whether if it's for a house, you know, whatever the situation is, it is for the best. Okay, it is for the best. All right. Again, the sun being the sun illuminates. So I kind of feel like this is definitely going to be the situation where when you look back in hindsight, you're going to realize that this actually was for the best, you know? And I know it seems burdensome now, but like, I promise you, once you get to the end, you know, when you're able to put down this burden, you know, these burdens will be a blessings. Like, for example, you know, having to go to, let's take a really, really similar example to what's going on here. Let's say you're trying to renovate your house. You know what I mean? Having to go to the store and get a bunch of wood and building supplies. Yeah, carrying it back home is going to be a bit of a mission, like what this person's doing. But, you know, once you get there, once you get home and you're able to put the burden down, maybe sit down, have a bit of rest, have a cup of tea, you know what I mean? Then it's no longer a burden. It's now a blessing, because now you got all the raw materials you need to build that extension on your house, or to redecorate, or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So this kind of, again, feels like it's a temporary burden, but it's going to work out to be a blessing in the end. Okay? I mean, so far we've got, you could be a fire sign, could be an air sign, because you've got wands, fire signs, swords, air signs, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, although again, not necessarily the case. Not gender specific, not sign specific, guys, but just saying. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more information on the spread. Okay. more. Oh, here we go. Next card to pop out is the Magician. Okay, so yeah, the Magician, another major arcana card. So the Magician is somebody who's quite resourceful. The Magician is somebody who makes things happen. The Magician makes the impossible seem possible. You know, he is the master of all the 4 elements, the other 4 suits. As you can see, we've got the sword here, the wand here, the pentacle, the cup, you know, and he's got the infinity sign. So he's got, he's very connected with the divine, you know, and plus he's got his hands in the posture of as above is so below. So the Magician is somebody who, again, knows how to manifest things into existence. You know, like this is the Magician. If you give the Magician lemons, he is going to make lemonade. He's going to make lemon gumdrops. You know, he's going to make tequila shots. He's going to grind the rind. He's going to make some kind of, you know, lemon cakes or whatever. Do you know what I mean? This is somebody who is extremely resourceful, you know, and knows how to, again, make things happen and knows how to manifest things in life. And I kind of feel like this again, this is you, okay? Making the best of this situation, and seeing the potential of this redirection, whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely see you taking this negative and turning it around using your magician power, power of positivity, with the sun. You know, and you're really able to turn this around, turn around your situation so it's not a burden and it is a blessing, or at least you're able to see the blessing in disguise for what it is. Okay. See if we can get a bit more information. If we can get one more card on this spread. Alright, so the next card out we've got is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Queen of Cups, cups being the suit of water, so water signs, possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, although not necessarily, and also not necessarily female. But the Queen of Cups is somebody who is very much in touch with their emotions and their intuition. You know, as we can see, she is right by the sea, and all the water around her is extremely still and extremely calm. Right? So somebody who knows how to keep calm under pressure. Again, somebody who's very in touch with their intuition and emotions. And I kind of get the feeling that, like, this is definitely you. You know, with the connection between the Magician and the Queen of Cups, it's like using that intuition, not just the intuition, but the competency. You know what I mean? And being able to turn the situation around for your benefit. You see, I'm definitely feeling like somebody with an optimistic spirit here. Somebody who's extremely optimistic. Okay? Somebody very in touch with their intuition. And it's like, okay, so maybe I experienced this setback, but that's okay because my gut feeling tells me that I'll be able to manifest something better. You know what I mean? Or, you know, my gut feeling tells me, you know, that this will end up working out for the better. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like a lot of this has to do with your intuition being at play as well, too. And with the sun being, you know, a source of illumination, I feel like this is really illuminating your intuition. You know, maybe part of you felt like, or just knew that these negotiations, whatever it was, wasn't going to work out well. And so you had already had a backup plan in place just in case. You know what I mean? Because the way that this reads, it doesn't look like, I mean, it looks like even though you suffered this setback, it doesn't look like it kind of left you down for the count. You know what I mean? It's almost as if you bounce back right away with the sun, and it's like, boom, now you've got your 10. You know, you progress from the 3 of wands directly to the 10. So part of me feels like maybe you had, oh, hello, little one. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's like part of you kind of knew deep down inside that this wasn't going to work out, and so you already had a backup plan in place, you know, that you've started to manifest. You know, again, the magician, somebody who is very resourceful, very smart. And again, with the Queen of Cups, someone who's very intuitive. With the Sun, the illumination. You know, so I kind of feel like part of you were sort of expecting things weren't going to work out, and so you definitely had a backup plan in place, which you probably end up needing to implement. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Let's see if we can get one more card, one or two more. What more can you tell me about this spread? Please, what more can you tell me about this spread, about the situation? Some of you are trying to manifest new love into your lives. You know, for those of you who are trying to manifest love, I see you're kind of looking towards your future, contemplating what your future would bring. Maybe you haven't had too much luck in the dating scene, and, you know, maybe thinking about giving up. But decided not to, and to stay positive with the Sun card. You know? Some of you probably feel like dating is a bit too much of a heavy burden. I mean, I don't blame you. I've been on Tinder. I know what the dating scene is like nowadays, and it's whew. Yeah, yeah, it could be crazy out there, guys. You know what I mean? So it could feel like it's a bit of a burden. So now you're trying to manifest your own love. By doing some internal work, you know, so it's like instead of going on dating sites and stuff like that, it's like you're trying to adjust your energy, you know, so that you could manifest somebody who'd be able to match your energy. Right. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this spread, please. I have another couple of cards. Could have been a case where some of you were due to go out and visit your significant other, especially if you guys are at a distance at the moment and you're very much looking forward to meeting them, but due to unforeseen circumstances you guys were not able to meet. You know, but luckily it's like you're planning some alternative meetup with them. You know, this could be like a surprise move. So it's like if they were supposed to come and meet you, it's like you decided, you know what, if your schedule isn't going to work that way, then maybe I can come to you instead. You know, and you're trying to manifest the ability to go and visit them, you know, instead of them coming to you. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more context, a little bit more information on the spread. Maybe just one or two more cards. Just to round up this reading. Please can you tell me a little bit more about the spread. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you see? Passionate new beginning. And again, taking this as it resonates, because this could be a relationship that's coming with a passionate new beginning. This could be the job opportunity, passionate new beginning. You know, whatever this circumstance is, I definitely see a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, coming in, a new opportunity. I mean, wands being the suit of fire, so again, this could be passionate, this could be creative. It's very action oriented as well. So again, this could be like that new move, you know, that offer for the new move. Wands being about action, you know, so it could be you deciding to finally take action for yourself instead of sitting around and waiting for them to come visit you, which obviously didn't seem to work out. You know, now you're taking, you know, you're grabbing life by the reins, so to speak, you know, and it's like now you're making the offer. It's like, okay, well, then if you can't come to me, then maybe I can come to you, you know, and it's like you're trying to manifest that into happening, you know, with the Ace of Wands here, that new beginning. Ah, you see, and at the bottom of the deck, we have got the Eight of Wands as well. This is a very wands heavy reading. So this is something very, something that you're passionate, something could be creative, could be passionate, but there's lots of action, movement, okay? But with the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is known as being like the arrows of love. So this could either be swift travel, this could be swift communication. So this could be communication back and forth, as love letters. So if the two of you have been in separation, so you guys have been sending lots of messages, loving messages back and forth to each other. Again, as this can also be travel. So far we've got 1, 2, because this young person is riding on the back of this horse. So that could be travel. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, possibly 5 with the Ace of Wands, because that could be a new beginning, new action, you know, so that could be a new trip, because again, we've got in the background here this river, you know, running through the lands, and that's kind of, you know, back in ye olden times, how most people got around. It was either by, you know, by land or by sea. You know, so I definitely feel like this could be a new move, you know, and you deciding to offer them to move to be closer to them, as opposed to waiting around for them to come to you. Okay. Because I definitely see there's that new offer, that new possibility, you know, that new idea of, well, why don't I just come to you instead, you know? Nice, you guys. I mean, again, don't worry about this 5 of Swords too much. I don't think that that's too big a deal at the moment, because again, we've got the sun card right next to it, and the sun kind of illuminates everything. Again, it's the most positive card in the whole deck, okay? So, I mean, I don't think that this is like nasty gossip, or I don't feel like this is anything malicious. I feel like this is just kind of a, you know, like a conflict, like a scheduling conflict. You know what I mean? I feel like this is something work related. Like, if it's not negotiations falling through, I mean, it could be negotiations falling through, especially if you're trying to negotiate time off. Someone's trying to go negotiate time off to see somebody. You know what I mean? But because it's next to the sun, I don't feel like this is such a negative card, okay? Like, the sun, like, when it illuminates the spread, it, like, you know, it really highlights the positive sides of the cards, okay? So I don't think that this is anything malicious. that your partner is trying to pull on you. I genuinely feel like if this is a case where you guys were supposed to meet up, this is genuinely a case where something came up with work. It could be that one of their coworkers came down with, you know, that bug that's going on. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of offices are working quite understaffed at the moment, and so there's often a lot of last minute moving around and covering for each other. So, I mean, I don't feel like this is your partner being malicious. You know, I genuinely feel like they're just, you know, their hands are kind of tied at the situation and they just can't find it in their schedule. Okay. But this really doesn't feel malicious to me. And anyway, I kind of feel like they'll be happy for you to come and visit them instead. You know what I mean? So if there is any way that you can go see them as opposed to them coming to see you, because again, I see the love here. I see the sun here. You know, you're clearly looking forward to seeing each other again. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are both looking at each other, or you know. So I kind of feel like, you know, there's definitely that connection there. It's just, it kind of feels like it's circumstances that are kind of keeping you away. But it looks like you guys are not going to allow circumstances to get in your way for much longer. You know, again, with this new idea of possibly, you know, you going to see them as opposed to them seeing you, or vice versa, whichever way it was supposed to go. Okay, guys? So, I mean, all in all, it looks like things are going to turn out well, and you guys are going to be able to make those alternative plans to see each other. Because I definitely feel like you guys are really looking forward to see each other, the way that the Queen of Cups and the Magician are looking at each other. You know what I mean? And again, as above, so below. So it's like how I'm feeling is the same way you're feeling. You know, there's that kind of reflection of feelings, you know? As in, you guys are mirroring each other's feelings for each other, you know? But yeah. Sounds like fun, you guys. I hope you do have fun if you go and visit them. I hope everything works out well for you guys when you do go and see them and spend some quality time together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Oh, sorry guys, I'm being naughty. Okay, with that, I'm just gonna stop before I get carried away. Let's see if we can grab an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck. See if we can get any words of wisdom, words of advice, words of encouragement, words of inspiration for my Star Fam with regards to this spread. So yeah, for those of you who might be in separations with your honey at the moment, it doesn't look like that separation is going to last long. Even if it does look like there's going to be a bit of a setback in the schedule, it does look like if they can't see you like originally planned, you're going to go see them, right? Or vice versa, you know? All right. What words of advice, words of encouragement, words of wisdom, what have you got for my Star Fam with regards to the spread? Please. Would you give me some words of wisdom? You are kind, clever, and brave. Definitely kind and clever to go and to come up with a new strategy for how you guys can see each other. And brave, indeed, to be traveling with everything that's going on. You know what I mean? But again, I feel like this just comes down to knowing what you want, you know, and finding creative ways in order to achieve what you want. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Let's see if we can get any more words of encouragement. Okay. Nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. Indeed. Especially if the light that shines from within is the light of love, you know? Nothing can dim that light. And I kind of get the feeling that, you know, nothing's going to keep you guys apart either. You know what I mean? Which is absolutely lovely, you guys. And that's great, you know, that kind of unconditional love. You know, that undying love that you've got for your significant other, your special someone, you know? That you're willing to go out of the way to, out of the kindness of your heart, find a clever alternative, to courageously, hop on a plane or what have you, in order to go visit your loved one who you're separated from at the moment, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's all from that light of love that you feel in your heart, you know? Nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. And I feel like nothing can dim the love that you've got for your partner. Okay? I definitely see it. I definitely feel it. I can tell how much you guys are longing to see each other. I mean, look at these two people in the background. Look at how devastated they are, you know? I feel like if that's you and your partner and that's like your reaction when you found out that, there's a wrench in your plans to see each other, you can clearly see that both of you were disappointed. You know what I mean? So again, there's that mirroring of feelings. You guys are both disappointed that you can't see each other. That whatever plans had a wrench thrown in them. You know what I mean? So I definitely could feel the disappointment that you guys both experienced when those original plans fell through. And I could definitely feel that you guys definitely miss each other, and there's a longing to see each other, right? I mean, look at this Queen of Cups with her big old cup of love. Look at her staring at it. You know what I mean? It's like she can't, and it's huge. It's a huge cup she's got as well, too. That's like beyond goblet. Chalice, goblet, that's like, man, that's practically just like a bucket with two handles. It's so big. You know what I mean? So it's like she definitely has a lot of love for you. She, he, they, not gender specific, You guys obviously have a lot of love for each other. And again, you've got the sun. That's so much love and happiness. You know what I mean? And with the Ace of Wands as well, so lots of passion between the two of you. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And a lot of the loving messages that you guys have been sending back and forth to each other during this time where you've not been able to be together. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like you guys are separated by circumstance, whether it be work, what have you. It's like... But it's like the more that you guys have been separated from each other, the more it just... absence definitely made the heart grow fonder. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there for now. I wish you guys all the best. I hope you do enjoy your trip to go and see your special somebody. I hope it all turns out really, really well for you guys. Best of luck to you. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave that here, you guys. With that, if you like the spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And with that, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.